Hi, I'm B-Rad and welcome to the B-Rad video show. Today I'm going to show some pickups. These aren't from a game swap or anything like that. I've got a big box of stuff that I just haven't revealed, and it's getting fuller and fuller, so I'm going to just show you a bunch of the pickups that I've been getting that I just haven't revealed on my channel yet. I'm going to knock off a bunch in one video. Maybe over a course of a few videos I'll be able to empty that box and put those games onto my shelf. So without any further ado, I'm going to show you some of the pickups I've got over. Some of these I picked up quite a while ago, and some of them are more recent, so it's kind of a mixed bag. Anyway, let's get started. Okay, the first one I got, I actually picked this up pretty recently, is Metroid Prime. And I've never played this one before. I've never played any of the Metroid Prime games. I always liked the 2D ones. And I'm curious what this is like, so I picked it up and we'll see what it's like. Okay, next I have Mad World for Wii, and this has a really cool art style and it looks neat. I've never actually played it, but I've seen videos of it and it looks really cool. Now my case is kind of water damaged, which is too bad, but I got it for really cheap, and the game and the manual are both very minty, so I'm happy to have this. Next, I got Okami for Wii, and this is a game I've heard is supposed to be kind of like a Zelda game or something. I've only played a little bit. I played like a demo of it before, I think, and I think it was actually the PS2 version. But I got this one for Wii, and I remember you can like draw on the screen, and the things that you draw appear into the game. So that sounds kind of cool, and I really want to try playing this and finishing it. Alright, this is kind of a classic one, although I've never played it. I played most of the Mario Karts, but I've never played the one for Wii, so I picked it up and I'm looking forward to checking it out. Alright, next is Star Wars Episode 1 The Phantom Menace, and this I played. I borrowed it from a friend before, and I played it and I beat it, and I always thought it was cool, so I ended up grabbing myself a copy. It's kind of like a, sort of like a RPG kind of game. You have to walk around and talk to people in towns and stuff, but then there's action segments as well. I don't think you level up or anything, but like I said, it's got a lot of dialogue and choosing dialogue and stuff like that. Okay, next I have Mega Man X5, and I like Mega Man games a lot, but I've never played this one. I've only, out of the X games, I've only ever played Mega Man X, and it was one of my favorite Mega Man games, but I've never played any more of them, so I got a deal on this and I picked it up. Alright, about a year ago or so I beat the Crash Insane trilogy, but I've never played the originals before on PS1. I already have part 1, I still haven't played it yet, but now I have Crash Bandicoot 2. And I've heard that the newer version is harder, because when I first started playing I was like, were these games really that hard when they came out? And so now I guess I can try and find out. I did beat that game, so if these are easier, I should probably do it faster. And next, I have Crash Bandicoot Warped, and that's the third one, so that means I have all three now, and that's pretty cool. Alright, next game is CTR Crash Team Racing, and I've never played this one before. I've played Mario Kart, a lot of Mario Karts, and I've heard this is good. Some people might even like it better than Mario Kart. I'm not sure why, because I haven't tried it. If you've played it, and you know why, then leave a comment, please. I'm curious to find out what makes this game special. Okay, next I have some Sega Genesis games. First off, I got World Series Baseball, and I'm not really a huge sports fan, and sports games. I'm not really a big fan of those. This one I used to like when I was a kid. I was really into the Toronto Blue Jays and stuff, and this has their lineup from when they won the World Series in like 1993. It has all the players that I remember, and I used to play it quite a bit back when it came out, and it's probably one of the last few baseball games I actually played. Okay, next is Deadly Moves, and it goes by other names on other consoles. I think it's Power Moves, I think, on Super Nintendo. It's kind of like a Street Fighter game. I mean, it is. It's a head-to-head fighter, but it seems like a discount one, or like a cheap version of Street Fighter, or like a clone or something. I'm not sure if it came out before Street Fighter or not, but there's some characters in here. You know what? It has to be afterwards, because there's some characters in here that have a striking resemblance to Street Fighter characters, and even some of the sounds, you're just like, oh my. So I picked it up. I don't know how great it is, but I got it really cheap. Alright, next is Road Blasters, and I've played this on NES just a little bit, but I've never played the Genesis version. I'm hoping, you know, it's a bit of an upgrade. Kind of reminds me of like a Mad Max kind of thing where, like, you're on the road, you have weapons on your vehicle, and all the other vehicles on the road are out to get you. It's not just a race. Okay, next is Columns for Sega Genesis. Now, I've never played the Genesis version. I remember playing on Game Gear quite a bit. I always thought it was really cool. I remember playing Game Gear in the dark in my bedroom as a kid and playing Columns and enjoying it quite a lot. But now I can play it 2 players without having to link up Game Gears, which I don't have 2 Game Gears or a link cable. Okay, let's see. We got some more pickups to show. Alright, this game is Nightmare Creatures for N64, and I've never played the N64 one. I played it for PS1, and I used to think it was cool. I was a huge Resident Evil fan, so this game, like, you could kill zombies and stuff in it, and it's not like Resident Evil, but because I liked Resident Evil and the zombie stuff, I played this, and I enjoyed it. It's more like an action game, a 3D action game, and it was fun. I remember it being kind of hard and not getting too far, but let's see what the N64 one is like. Okay, next is Final Fight 2. Now, I've played this before. I rented it as a kid. I remember playing it and enjoying it quite a bit. I think Cody was the only reoccurring character from the first one. I don't think it has Hagar or Guy or Guy. Anyway, it was a fun game, and for SNES, it was 2 players, where the first one wasn't 2 players. You know, like the arcade and the Sega CD version, they were all 2 players, and this one, or sorry, the original Final Fight was not. This one you can play 2 players. This is one of the best games ever in the whole world. This is Chrono Trigger. A lot of people probably don't need to know what this is. This was a Square RPG, and it was absolutely fantastic. I beat this so many times when I was younger. I loved it a lot. I can't believe it's been sitting in a box and I haven't shown it on my channel yet. I don't know why. I don't know what came up or why. I just kind of forgot about it over time. So it's here. It's out in the box, and it's going on the shelf. Probably in my system soon, too. Alright, next is The Simpsons Bart's Nightmare, and this is a game I used to like playing a lot. I guess a lot of Simpsons games were kind of hard, but I knew what I was doing in this game, and I could beat quite a bit of the levels, although I never beat the game itself. And so, you know, maybe now that I have more patience, I might be able to finish it. I don't know. I remember it being quite challenging. Alright, this is one of the best fighting games ever. This is Street Fighter II Turbo. And this was a great game. I remember when it came out, it was so awesome because it, like, Championship Edition in the arcade, and then on Sega Genesis, I was so jealous when Genesis had the bosses as playable characters. But then they came out with this, and this was great. I honestly personally like Super Street Fighter 2 just because it adds the newer characters into it. But some people like this one better because of the turbo mode. If you're interested in Street Fighter 2, tell me what your favorite version is, because I'm curious. Anyway, it was still a great game, and I remember renting it and not returning it in time and having to pay late fees, and now I got my own copy. Alright, this game is Wolverine for NES, and I've only seen footage of it. I've never played it. Wolverine's one of my favorite comic book characters ever, and this game doesn't really look like it's a great game, but it's Wolverine. I just kind of had to have it. All right, this next one is Super Dodgeball, and this is a fun game. This is it's almost like River City Ransom or Double Dragon characters. They look like in that style of graphics, and we're playing dodgeball, and it's a really fun game. Next game, this is another really fun one, is Jackal. And this is a 2-player game. You drive around in Jeeps, and you have to, just get through the levels. You can rescue hostages and stuff. And it's a lot of fun. It's a great 2-player co-op game, and I recommend, if you're into old retro NES games, checking this one out. Alright, this one sort of gets a bit of a bad rap, but I enjoyed it. This is Jaws for NES. When I was a kid, this is one of the first games for NES that I could actually finish, so I thought that was pretty cool, and I played it quite a bit because of that. There's not really much to it once you get into it, but again, as a kid, like, it was cool to finally, beat some games after a while. Alright, this next one is Zoda's Revenge, which is Star Tropics 2. And I've never even played the first Star Tropics, but it comes highly recommended. I really got to check it out sometime, and I saw the sequel, so I decided to pick it up just in case. Okay, the last game I'm going to show you guys is a pretty big one. I'm glad to pick it up, and I got to try it out soon. This is Gargoyle's Quest 2. It's kind of a rare game. It's kind of expensive, but I got a really good deal on it, and so I'm going to add it into my collection, and I got to give it a shot sometime too. I believe it's the character from Ghouls and Ghosts, one of the enemies that you fight. At least that's what I was heard, and it's kind of neat if you're playing a bad guy in a video game. So not only that, but it's kind of a rare game too. Anyway, Gargoyle's Quest 2. Alright, what do you guys think? I know it was a lot of pickups. I don't usually show that many games in one video, but that's kind of why I'm doing it, because I got like a pickups backlog, and it's time to just bring these games out, show them, put them on my shelves, and play them, and instead of just hiding them away in a box. So, what do you guys think? Please leave some comments. You guys pick up any awesome games yourselves lately? I'm always interested in what other people are playing, so please let me know down below. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you guys next time. Please like, subscribe, tap that bell icon to get more updates of the B-Rad video show. And thanks a lot for watching.